Good evening, everybody. We are back streaming live. I had a favor called in. Cookit asked me to do this for him. We are doing the Dundee 250 tonight, so we're doing 100 laps here at Daytona in the new ARCA car. Should be a good time. If you're curious as to where you can find other vantage points, Cookit is live over on TikTok. I obviously am live here, as well as Twitch. I do know that Mr. Korn is streaming his in-car as well. These guys are just getting into qualifying, so we got about 5 minutes of qualifying. Some interesting rules for the night. We are stuck at 8x. These guys only get 8x before they are out of this race. So you got to drive like this thing is made of glass. That's for the big part. The other part is they have 2 sets of tires tonight. One fast repair. We got one green white checker. I got about 25 to 26 cars in the field tonight. We got everybody from obviously Cookit himself. Like I said, we've got Korn in here. We got Big Duke. He's in the car tonight as well. A few of the guys from the ICW. We've got my wife's in here. Dennis Daly, Mr. Ron St. Louis. Everybody loves Ron. We got Gary, Phil, Sean Cameraman over here. We got Mr. Mooncar, Aiden Haller. So it should be a good time tonight. We will get the tower up for you guys for right now. Like I said, we're just getting through qualifying. We'll get some weather up. My race info is probably going to be completely wrong because I did not have a chance to change all of this, but 78 degrees tonight, 78 degrees on the track. It's partly cloudy. Obviously it's a night race, so it should be pretty decent. We'll hopefully get through this fairly shortly, and get down to some good racing here. So yes, Ron, I will say your name every once in a while. You're famous. Patrick, do you seriously have all 3 streams open? Because that's funny. So as we're getting through qualifying here, just some things of note. Obviously tomorrow is the big slow car fast car day. We'll be live with slow car starting first at 7 o'clock. That practice goes up. So if you want to get in, obviously Discord link is down in the description. Make sure you head over to the Discord for all the info because you're going to want to know about it. But like I said, slow car will open at 7 tomorrow with racing starting by 7:30. Fast car will be immediately after for those that want to join as well. So like I said, don't miss it. Should be a good time. The one thing that I'm going to be having some fun with is not only am I doing the broadcast for these gentlemen, I am also race overlord. So I have to pay attention a little bit. Yes, Martin, I did get your message. Yes, I still am doing paint schemes. I meant to message you back. I've been helping JD with a computer issue all day, so it's been one of them crazy days. So I think we got just a little bit of time left here before qualifying is over. They got about a minute 10 before qualifying is done. Ron, I no, I'm not giving away rounds. Sorry. Yeah, Martin, we can do that. Just shoot me a message with what you're looking for and we can do something. Nate, it's not looking promising. I have a handful of things left to try. But I have a feeling it's kaput. So sad day for JD McHaley. Which I thought he was going to be here to help me call the race, but yeah, Diesel, I have seen that as well. You're not the only one that has told me that, or I've seen it with a few different things. So, oh yeah, we can get that done, Martin. That should be easy. Lindsay, thank you for joining over in TikTok. It should be a good night of racing. At least that's what we're hoping for here. They got about 8 seconds left, and these guys are going to start gridding up here. All right. Well, let's get our grid up for the night. So, kicking this thing off, we got Cody Rogers on the pole, your mom's favorite iRacer over on TikTok. Jeremy Gill's going to start second. Anthony Green's going to start third, aka Cook It. We got Big Duke starting fourth, RJ Hurst on fifth, Dennis Daly over in sixth, Shane King going to start seventh. My wife, Robin, she's going to be eighth. Carson Klinghoffer is ninth, Charles Abbott 10th, Paul Wolf in 11th, Tyler Moore is going to start in 12th. Moving further back, Gary Freeman going to start at 13th, Dean Duvall 14th, Jess Christie going to start 15th, Brandon Kelly 16th, Calvin Gould in 17th, Alexander Morales in 18th, Zach Core, Mr. ICW, starting 19th, Aiden, Mr. Moon Car Hauler 20th, James Bowers 21st, Sean Cameraman 22nd, Ron St. Louis the Canuck starting in third, Dustin Shallow is 24th, and then bringing up the rear, Mr. Phil Whitman. And that is your starting lineup for tonight's race. So we're going to get this thing moving. We're going to get on our leader. So as I said at the top of the stream, we got 100 laps here tonight. If you get 8x or more, I think it's 10x, I'm sorry. You get more than that, you're out. And then they're watching from the pits for the rest of the night. So and I am going to turn these guys down just a little bit here, or otherwise I'm not going to be able to think. I have somebody calling for a black clear, which is interesting. All right. So any takers on who's going to take this thing home? That's going to be the next question. Who's got it to pull off the win tonight? Does Cook It win his own race? Do we see Robin come from the back? Who are we going to see? Martin calling for Robin on the win. That might be a good one. She's missed restrictor plate. Robin or Ron? Also, Ron's a solid choice too. I know one thing we are going to do once this race gets rolling. We're going to crank this sucker up at some point. We get a good long run. We'll crank it up like it's 1990s NASCAR, and we'll let these things sing. All right, pace car is off. Cody Rogers going to bring him to the green flag. And we're off. We got Cody Rogers to the lead. Cook It going to follow him up through the pack. Get a little bit of a break in the back. We'll see how long these guys can keep it green flag racing for. Like I said, we've got 100 laps here. Cody Rogers lead them down the back stretch. Anthony Green in tow. Looks like RJ Hurst going to be in third there. Followed by Shane King. Oh, somebody has a 4X already? There's 8 total incident points already. That's not good. That is not good. These guys are going to be close on things. Looks like the 25 to the 89 already got their first incident points of the race from what I can tell. Just in case anybody's wondering, we are live on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube tonight. So make sure, you know, if one spot works for you better, jump on over. We can see all the comments. starting to get some safe running, I think. I think these guys will settle in a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Cody Rogers continuing to lead the way. See if we can... Oh, we got a few guys shuffling out of line. I see the 60 of Shane King trying to get going forward with the 20 of Jeremy Gill in tow. Robin hanging at the back of the pack there. Smart play with this car. There is some funky netcode issues, so hopefully that doesn't play into it too much. But I know these guys got a full fuel load, so we won't be seeing any short cautions. I don't even know if we'll really see tire changes just due to the fact that how this car kind of runs here. Real fun car to drive so far. I know, like I said, iRacing's got some things to really tweak out about it a little bit, but oh no, there's trouble in the back. It stays green, but that looked like the 60 car went flying for the bottom. We got the 6 car coming down pit road already. That's Dennis Daly. Check my chat. A double D, you need a black flag clear? Are you good? All right. Nope, Dennis couldn't speed in the pits. So it was Dennis who wound up down pit road. He's going to take that fast repair, come up behind these guys. Cody Rogers still leading the way here. You know what? I think we're going to do it. We're going to crank it up. Let's do that. Sure where that came from. Let's see if we can't grab that wreck really quick. And actually, it looks like this went to the bottom. Oh, corn just gets turned. Let's roll that back. See if I can't get a different angle. We're going to go far chase on Gary. Yep, corn just gets turned and around we go. We'll go to the leaders. Pace car, middle back. Start checking up, guys. All right. Well, that is very interesting as to what has happened so far. We'll figure some of these guys probably pitting for some fuel, things of that nature, so we'll let these guys kind of get through. So that knocks out last place already at a 12X. We do have one other car that's sitting at an 8X, a couple of cars sitting at 8X after that whole incident. So half this field already in penalty trouble. Oh, we got Mr. Kyle, Mr. Ricklefrance in the chat thinking Big Duke's gonna pull this thing off. Well, right now he's sitting about 5th, so we'll switch to We'll switch to the tower for the moment. Let you guys get a good look at that. Only 7 laps in, 8 at the line. Dennis probably getting the lucky dog here, so he's going to take off. On the lead lap. Patience reserves. We got a few people headed down pit road for some fuel. See where these guys are at once we get going here again. Oh, forgot to turn the car volume down. That's my bad, guys. Sorry about that. I got involved in the caution. Oh. Don't worry, we'll get another chase around the track on this with the turn it up segment. It'll be good. So I think Ron probably used his fast repair, but it sounded like he was in it, so I don't know if he was able to save that fast repair if he had to use it, but there's Ron in the cow car. So just a reminder, guys, we're only running 10X, and there's a few of you that are flirting with the line right now. Sounds like Corn's turning into a boat anchor right now. He's dropping. He's dropping. All right. My guess is that goes up to either Cobra or Cook It. Trying to get an answer on. Somebody wanted an EOL. I didn't know if we were going to allow that or not. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't able to give him his voice back, so. All right, we're going to get this thing kicked off again. All right, no EOLs for people. All right, Cody Rogers going to kick this thing off. We got Cook It on the outside lane. We got Big Duke sitting there in third. And we got Carson Klingelhofer in fourth. So it's going to be your top four. Notable names. We got more than a few notable names in here. We got RJ sitting in 12th, Robbins in 13th, Ron's in 15th, Dean Duvall sitting 16th, Phil Witham 18th, Gary Freeman in 19th. All right, so let's get this back up because it's a little bit easier to call the action as we get ready to go back racing. And got 92, we have 91 laps remaining when they hit the line. Cody Rogers out to a good start there. A little wobbly, not sure if that's tire wear that we're seeing or not. Everybody keeping it very clean. They're gonna shuffle. We got Big Duke sitting up there at second now. So Big Duke trying to make a run for the front. 2x2, they go down into 3. Cody Rogers going to hold that lead. Big Duke still pushing. Cookit losing some ground there on that high lane. Them guys got to get organized. But they're going to start walking. Cookit trying to side draft. Cody Rogers leads another lap across the line. Everybody kind of splintering out a little bit, stretching that line out. We got a second pack. See if they can't get that second pack to catch up. Two by two down the back stretch they go. Cookit just barely edging him on the outside there, but oh man, they're 3 wide. 19's gonna drop back. That's Brandon Kelly dropping back. Oh, he's in the wall. He hangs onto her though, and we keep rolling. I'll tell you what, let's do something here. We're gonna stick some info up on the screen, and we're gonna go on board with Big Duke here. See what he's seeing out the front windshield. He's got your mom's favorite iRacer in front of him. Mr. Cody Rogers, he's going to keep pushing him. They're going to go around Cookit. They said, see you gone. Got some people dropping back. Looks like everybody playing nice so far. Gonna have 88 laps remaining when the leaders hit the line. Cody Rogers leads through the tri-oval again. Big Duke all over the back of that Chevy. Cookit gonna drop it low behind Big Duke and Cody Rogers. We got James Bauer sitting in 4th. Robin sitting in 5th. Ron St. Louis all the way up to 6th. That bottom lane seems to be dominating so far. Looks like the top lane's kind of falling apart, so I wonder if we'll start to see guys start to fall in, maybe just hang out, settle in. Like I said, we've got 87 laps to go right now. Lot of race left. I know if it's me, I'm probably settling in and just kind of riding. We got another one adding to that high lane. That second group starting to catch a little bit, though. Not sure who we got in that second group. Looks like the 555 of Phil Witham back there leading that second group forward. Well, Big Duke, he's pushing the bumper off that Cody Rogers machine. Cookit just waiting for a slip up though. All right, let's try this again. Once we get to the tri-oval, we'll try and get this crank it up section back in. Hopefully we can get a good clean one in here. So. It'd be my luck if I turned it up and, you know, it jinxed everybody. So we're going to try this again. We'll get to the starter cam. We're going to crank this sucker up. And I'll see you guys in a lap. we finally got one in. Okay. Cody Rogers continues to lead. We got that 20 car Jeremy Gill finally making his way up front. Looks like he's been side drafting the crap out of it, trying to get it there. I don't think it was Ron that knocked down the wall. He's back there in that cow paint scheme. Looks like we've lost Shane King. And that puts him at 12. So, still running clean though. There we go. That's what I needed. Only 18 in the books now. So your top 5 right now: Cody Rogers, Big Duke, Cook It, Jeremy Gill, James Bowers. Your top 5 so far. No, I think that Ron parked Reese's car. That just was not working out for him. So lead lap cars starting to catch the 89 of Sean Cameraman. We'll do some different angles here in just a second as they get ready to close in on Sean. We can actually go right off the gearbox. Sean trying to stay out of the trouble. You can see him coming. Go back to our leaders here. Let's go off of the nose of Robin's car. You can't see much. You really can't. You see a little bit as they get closer. She's gonna park that right there and bump draft. Oh God, I didn't realize that Sean's car is twisted. Your mom's favorite iRacer is leading. Yes, that is true. Now we do have a group that has not pitted yet. So it may make things interesting. The top 4 have not pitted. So getting stretched out quite a bit here. We might see some green flag stops soon. That whole front pack just in one line. They pulled away, it looks like, from Jess Christie, Dustin Shallow, and Paul Wolf. And they're about to get swallowed up here in a minute. Ron to the outside by himself. See if he can't get that spotted cow car forward or what he's going to do here. He's going to fall back in line behind Robin, and they're just going to keep on clicking laps. Hopefully they can save some fuel. Robin and Ron are the first cars in this group that have pitted, along with RJ Hurst and Jeremy Gill. So about half of this group has not pitted. I heard calls that they can make it to 35. So I'm going to guess that Robin, Ron, and RJ can make it quite a bit further. Top 3 going to pull away a little bit. Putting a little bit of gap on. Duke going to push hard on that bumper, see if he can't get him further out in front. Robin, Ron, and RJ said they want to go racing. That's what they're here for. See if they can't go forward. RJ looking like he's going to get left on that high lane by himself. Ooh, Robin down below the yellow. What is going on here? Oh, that's not good. The leader's about to get freight trained. Oh, David blew up. Hey, Big Duke, you blow the motor? Confirmed. David Duke has blown the motor so far. He said temperatures went down, came back up, pop. Luckily, he's got a fast repair, so it's an early pit. So hopefully he can recover from this. Robin back down below the apron like a psychopath. That's my wife for you. She's going to fall off the back of this pack. Nothing to worry about yet, though. 2x2 they go. Cody Rogers continues to lead. Cooking on that high lane. He says, it's my race. I want to lead. Some good racing up front tonight. Cookie going to lead him across the line this time. I've got RJ trying to push on Cody Rogers to get him back up to the front. Cookie going to cover the low lane. Oh, Robin got a 4X. That's going to actually disqualify the 19. So the 19 is out. So now Robin, who's been trying to avoid 4Xs. Oh, Cody Rogers getting the door. No, run. Ron, did you get knocked down through the pits there? Yeah, that's something we talked about that we were going to clear, so you're good. All right. So Cook it out to the lead. Now we're all sorts of spread out. This might go green for a while. Ron also sitting at an 8X after that little ride. I don't know if that brought him up to the 8 or not. Leaders going low around Gary Freeman Jr. there. Oh. Or I'm sorry, that was Tyler Moore. My bad. I'm so used to Gary driving the lawnmower car. Very, very spread out at the moment. So we've got up through 20th a lap down as we come to lap number 27. It looks like Robin has now found herself at the front of a pack, or actually she's going to get passed by a pack. Getting picked up here. So this is our next pack back from the leaders. Go back up front. RJ Hurst is going to take that lead. He's already made one pit stop. The rest of the guys he's with all got a pit. So they're banking on him to try to save some fuel. So your leader has pitted. I wish I knew what lap he pitted on. I don't have that information, sadly. See if I can pull it up here. Looks like they would have pitted on that first caution. So RJ Hurst going to bring him back across the line. 29 laps in the book. Or I'm sorry, 28 laps in the book. We're on lap 29. And it looks like Phil Witham leading the charge on that that second group. So we're pushing forward, hopefully closing in on those guys. Let's check the splits here. Actually, not the sectors. We want to show the delta time. And then we want to go this way with it. So the gap widening out a little bit. It's actually up from 9 seconds back on lap 23. Got corn in that mix as well. So we'll see how this all plays out. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Looks like they're kind of shrinking it from time to time, and then time to time they're not. Leaders are going back and forth, quite honestly, as Cookit takes the lead. So RJ riding third. Again, he's the only one in this group that's pitted. Now the 17 has pitted as well. Depending on how much time he spent alone, may depend on, you know, if RJ has a drafting partner. Once these guys cycle out, I think they've got about 4 more laps that they can go or something like that. So we'll see. Coming up on another lap car. That's the 44 of Dean Duvall. He's going to go high. These guys are going to continue to roll. I got somebody calling that they're pitting. We're starting to figure out pit stops here. I got the 24 coming to pit road. That's Paul Wolf. Cookit's gonna pit this time, so he's gonna come down for fuel. I imagine RJ's gonna stay out here. There goes Cookit peeling off. You guys, so that leaves RJ and James Bowers out. James has not pitted yet either. Right now, RJ's got to hope that the guys behind pull up. Imagine it'll be mostly fuel only. But this is really going to let things stretch out here. So these two continue to lead. Next car's back is Phil Witham in that whole group. Let's see if we can't get the delta up now. They are definitely reeling these guys in very quickly. So yeah, they're going to be down quite a bit. Somebody else calling for pitting this lap. Corn asking about numbers on the car instead of focusing out the windshield. Let's go back to RJ. Oh, 88's headed down pit road. RJ's a sitting duck. Oh yeah, they're pulling in big now. I have the great JD McHaley in the broadcast booth with me. Oh. We are we're live, so I will share my screen so you can get a good look at what is going on. We'll get the chat back up and everything. Sorry, I'm playing race control and everything here. Right now, we're 35 laps in. Phil Witham's leading the charge on the second group and catching RJ Hurst in a big, big way. So far, one caution. There's a lot of guys close to that incident limit, though. Incident. Oh, God, I can fix that. Hold on, guys. Hold on. We'll fix that. That's my bad. I gotta click off of here, click back to here, and then where am I at? There. Now you should be able to hear JD McKaylee.
Test, 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 test.
Yes, they should be here.
Okay.
So
I am so sorry, man. I missed the start of the race.
You're good. Hold on, I gotta get my deltas back up. Actually, I totally missed it. They've swallowed up RJ, or actually did RJ pit? He did pit. So that was my bad, guys. So Phil Witham's your leader right now with Aiden Mooncar Hauler in tow. Last I heard, these guys were looking at about lap 40 for their pit cycles. So we're...
Wait a minute, hold the phone.
What?
Green flag pit stops.
The green flag pit stops, man. They're spreading out like crazy. So
I love it like butter pecan ice cream.
Oh my God. Here we go. JD McKaylee and his food addiction.
Hey, just don't hate on my strawberry and sour cream smoothies.
Yeah.
So it looks like we got a pack that's leading here.
Yeah, we got a pack with Phil, Aiden, Dennis, Korn, and Robin, with Charles Abbott bringing up the rear of that group.
The queen of super speedways, huh?
She's sitting there in fifth. But see, they're going to pit here soon. And when things start to cycle out, that's going to bring Cody Rogers, Cookit, Carson Klingelhofer, Ron St. Louis, James Bowers, RJ Hurst. It's going to pull them all back to the front. So we'll see what happens here when these guys pit in about 3-4 laps. So... And you're going to laugh. Out of this group up front, the only one with a 0x, Aiden Haller.
Aiden Haller.
Yep. He's put the 44 of Dean Duvall lap down. We even had Big Duke in here. He was running second for a long time, and he went to pull out to... Thanks, JD. He went to pull out to get some air, pulled back in. Motor just blew. Bang, done. That's a rough night. Oh, they're about to put RJ a lap down, but I think if things play out the way that they should, he'll get his lap back almost immediately, because I think this group is coming the next lap.
Yep. Strawberry and sauerkraut smoothie sounds terrible.
It's disgusting.
Sauerkraut? Blech.
I don't mind sauerkraut. I like a Reuben every once in a while.
Believe it or not, there are food I will not eat. I gotta mute my phone, sorry. There are 3 things in this world I will not eat, and I'll even still eat them on occasion.
All right, I can confirm after hearing it in my ears. I've got Dennis, Korn, and Robin confirmed pitting this time by. So
okay.
I think if RJ can use these guys to get back up to James Bowers, those guys can get drafted and hopefully start catching the group. Oh, Phil had to go down to the bottom.
Jeez. No, I still like the strategy of staying out as long as you can.
Looks like these guys are going to go fuel only. Phil's staying out.
Tires.
Phil stayed out.
All by himself? Well, he's got somebody with him.
He's got the lap cars of Bowers and Hurst. So that might help him for a little bit longer.
Hi, Dad.
We'll see what happens here.
I think what's going to happen... How far can you push this?
So the guys that pitted without pitting for the last caution. They went 35. So you're going to have to pit at least one more time.
I mean, they're going 41 and they haven't pit yet.
Phil is pitting
There
now.
he comes.
Yep. So that's going to cycle Gary to the lead for the moment. But
You better hope you get a friend.
Well, Gary said he's pitting this time as well. So we'll see where the cycles. 82's in, 92's in. Cody Rogers is going to come through as your leader here in just a minute, as those guys are all sitting down on pit road. So Aiden and those guys really need to regroup to go after the lead here, as Cody Rogers and Cookit are going to come around the outside of Ron. Hopefully Ron can tack on with these guys and save some fuel. Run with them. Ron is alive. He's alive.
Yay!
He just went a lap down, but he is alive. So Ron just trying to get some speed to catch back up to these boys.
I don't know if I just suck at super speedways. I mean, I do, but whenever a green flag pit stop comes, it always seems like I can never get with
Off
that
pit
lead
road.
pack on the way out.
It's all about your exit. It really is. And how you rotate through 1 and 2.
That's true too, because I'm really good at pit entry, but pit exit, I always seem to spin the tires.
Let's see. I want to check the delta time. So the leaders are pulling away from, it looks like Aiden and Dennis. They need at least one more car to join their pack, or otherwise they're going to lose touch with these guys. Justin, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Do you have a prediction of a percentage chance that this stays green?
Ooh. From here on out, they're pretty spread out. So it's very, very possible. Korn's looking to see if he can't get Aiden and Dennis to drop back to pick up Charles and himself. Yep, they are dropping back. I am confirmed.
He says 13.7%.
13.7%.
That's probably pretty accurate.
They're trying to get a second group going so they can go after these leaders. Cody
See a lot
Rogers,
of people that are out.
Yeah, we've had a few guys that hit the limit. Like I said, we had a couple of guys. One guy blew a motor. I think another person ripped a wheel off, maybe.
Oh, that's right. There's a very small incident limit in this.
Very, very tight. Only a handful, less than a handful of guys are at 0x, and a lot of guys sitting at about 8. Ugh, I got the hiccups for some reason. Anthony, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, what's up, JD? Ah, JD Edwards just followed me on TikTok.
I like that guy.
It's weird because it didn't dawn on me the Justin Edwards thing. So, Cookit's looking good. There's a good possibility he could pull this off. He just needs to kind of be smart and ride. We're gonna go back and check on the group with Aiden Haller.
Everyone's pitted already, right?
Yeah, they pitted at least once.
And this is the second pack here?
Yes, this is the second pack, and they are starting to reel in again now that they've got 4 cars. So
bust out that fishing rod.
They're gonna try and bust it out. They're almost under 13 seconds. So that's a good sign. They're moving in the right direction. They got the right guy leading, the right guy pushing. I'd have Dennis push me around the track any day of the week. So we'll keep an eye on this. We'll see if they can't close it in. As you can see, the leaders going off screen there as they go through 3 and 4. So
look at these little packs that have formed.
I know it's funny. We'll go back a little bit further here. Robin leading the next pack with RJ and James. I think they're cycling how they need to, so that way they can you know, not get too hot, but James or RJ here need to fall in line and get working, or Corn and those guys are just going to walk away from him. So back to the lead, though. Cody Rogers continues to be your leader. We'll put some of this up on screen too. So
your mom's favorite iRacer?
That is his Twitch or his TikTok name. So if you want to give him a follow, that's where you'll find him. We're actually gonna do this through everybody. We got, like I said, we got Cookit sitting here in the next position. I'm loving his logo. He took a can of Spam and put Cookit on it. So I think it's absolutely hilarious. We'll go third place, Carson Klingelhofer, 16 years old.
Yeah, get it.
I'm being told I'm welcome for the can of Spam picture. All right, then we come back here. We got Aiden Haller. I wrecked myself in Mooncar. What? I wrecked myself in Mooncar, try to wreck someone else. Okay.
I think he meant right trying.
That could be. There's a limited amount. We give Aiden
Mooncar
a bunch
light
of shit
winner,
because he is a Mooncar light winner. Made it to main Mooncar so far till the bracket's done. So
he loves to inform you of that.
we got Dennis Daly, aka Double D. Live, laugh, toaster, bath, man.
You know, I gotta update my little thing on there because those are cool.
You really do. Charles Abbott sitting sixth. We have Mr. iCrash Weekly himself, Zach Korn, sitting there in seventh. The best half of Stevens Motorsports. You really got to update this, dear. It's. I don't even know.
I don't know about you, AJ, but I'd be swiping right on that Tinder car.
You're funny. I don't have to swipe right anymore. We got James Powers sitting there holding down the ninth position. RJ Hurst sitting there in 10th. We come back here to the lawnmower himself. Gary Freeman sitting in 11th. Jess Christie sitting 12th. That's Outlaw over on TikTok. Go give him a follow.
Shenanigans.
We got Ron up to 13th. He just made a pass for position.
It can be done. It can be done by me.
And then we got Paul Wolf sitting right behind him, sitting in 14th. Calvin Gould sitting in 15th. That's Cobra Chicken over on TikTok. Make sure you go give him a follow and a like.
Yeah, that's a good question. Nate wants to know how you get the quotes like that.
Let me get through this and I will explain. We got Dustin Shallow going slowed down low. I'm not sure if that car has damage. It's kind of
run out of gas.
It's like it. I'm not sure. But he's gonna pull off the bottom. Looks like he's out. We got Tyler Moore. He's sitting there in 17th. Dean Duvall's in 18th. And actually he's now in 17th. Last car on the track, Phil Witham, sitting here in 18th. So, but as far as the quotes and stuff on the screen, it's driver details. I do have a piece of software that all these drivers have run. It allows them to put all that stuff in. I should do that for the fast car guys.
I want my picture to just be a big hunky bowl of Kraft macaroni and cheese.
No, yours should say, you should be a monkey screaming obscenities, aka monkey curse.
That's Fatherball.
That would be funny.
He invented the monkey curse.
Let's actually, we're gonna check the Delta. Man, they got that gap down. They're down under 11. And they're still reeling.
Wow.
I don't know how long.
How much are they getting per lap, though? Is there a way to tell?
So if you look at the screen, the bottom is lap 46. The top is lap 51, or the last lap they completed.
Oh, that's how you tell.
Yep. So they're still reeling. They're trying to get Dennis some air while not losing time. That's the tricky part with this car, right?
They gained a bunch that last lap.
So we are 53 laps in. Still rolling, man. So Aiden and them
Rolling,
guys
rolling.
trying to bring it back towards the front. They lost a little bit there, trying to get Dennis some air. But I think they're in good shape. I think they could pull this in. So we'll go back up front because this pack's about to catch a whole lap car pack. And Ron is doing himself a whole lot of favors. He's just hanging right in with those leaders, sitting in that 4th spot in this pack. And he just winds up going around lap cars all in the same process. So he winds up as the lucky dog if we get a caution.
Quick question.
Yep.
Do you think he'll eventually move it?
He's moved a few people, I think. So
I don't think you missed anything, Diggs.
Nope, nothing happened so far. We're still green, 54 in.
It is a very strategic race right now.
Yep. It's
I would not want to be leading one of these packs.
I'm telling you, it's all about positioning at this point.
I'm thinking fuel conservation.
Yeah, and a couple of these guys have pitted late. I think that could play in because they'll need less fuel for that long run. Oh man, we got some guys weeble wobbling. I've got somebody crashed somewhere.
I don't see anything on the map.
Oh, never mind. I'm wrong. I'm an idiot. Pay no attention to me.
It's weird to see a John Deere car without it being Gary.
I know, right? I was thinking that. I called it as Gary because I thought it was Gary and it wasn't Gary. So that's going to put a whole bunch of people a lap down. Ron's up to 12th now. I just seen that with the passes in this group. So his leader's going to try and get away. Ron pushing Cook it around the outside. There's definitely some positioning going on with lap cars at this point, which could make things interesting because these guys are now fighting for a lucky dog. So we'll see.
Yeah, it was Chad Little.
Yes, it was a Chad Little paint scheme. Somebody else drove that too. Actually, with the 97, I think it was Chad Little for a little bit, and then it wound up as Kurt Busch. I think that's how that worked.
He did eventually take that 97.
He did. That he did. Let's go back here and check on Aiden and that pack. The leaders, because they've got more people now, have gapped that out a little bit. I'm actually kind of shocked with all the 2x2 racing up front that they haven't pulled that in a lot more. So
it's also the ARCA car's a little odd.
That is true. All the way to the championship in 2004. Yep. Yeah. Well, it was also the Sharpie car then too. So
do you prefer Sharpies or vis-a-vis?
It depends. Do you want permanent or washable?
Always permanent.
Checking on that group with Robin. They pulled in for a little bit, and then now they started to lose again. So we're kind of up and down with this pack. They're kind of holding steady at 8-9. So, oh, that's right. I forgot the Rubbermaid paint too.
Rubbermaid.
They are pulling those guys in. I just heard Corn say something about their 2/10 faster.
You know,
oh, they're pulling in big now on 3rd place. Oh, Cody Rogers hit the wall.
Cody Rogers, what happened?
Your mom's favorite iRacer.
Oh, he got moved. Oh, it looks like, oh no.
Ron got DQ'd off of that.
Oh no. There it is.
So where does that put Aiden and Dennis? They're starting to reel in again now that pack's kind of breaking up again. They're coming up on a lap car, the 44 of Dean Duvall there.
Yeah, Diggs, I think there's only 9 incident points they're allowed to
10.
have.
They get 10 incident points. 10. They kept it pretty tight just to try to discourage, any sort of kind of wild racing, which I get it, You know
what? I'm all for that.
It's to me, it's cleaned up a lot of it. I mean, you're still with this car, it's wobbly, in my opinion. So you know, you're gonna in the net code isn't totally fixed. I really
It's
think
gutsy, yeah, because I was just gonna say the net code is still a little iffy.
yeah, there's been some major weirdness there. So,
But still 60 laps about without a caution.
we've had one caution.
Oh, you've had one, okay.
We've had one caution lap 7.
That's why they were able to go to lap 40.
Ron, I'm not saying that you deserve to be DQ'd. I think by tightening up the X limit, it's made guys drive a little bit safer. I'm not saying all, but definitely, you know, a significant amount. Because heck, we've all tried this car here, and it seems like every time it turns into just a wreck fest. So,
are they gaining now? It looks like they're gaining.
they are. They're down to 8-7 on the lead pack, and only 2 cars in this pack are lead lap cars. So the 86 and the 21 trying to figure out pit strategy, which is weird because, and this is something strange. So Cookett's got a voice ban. He's the admin of the race. We could not get him his voice back.
What?
Yeah. We could not get him his voice back. Leaders are going to pit on lap 64.
Sounds like the race has been pretty cordial.
For the most part, I haven't heard anybody screaming over the radio. I'm going to check and see. Yeah, they're still reeling these guys in. They're down to 8.1 and closing quick, it looks like.
They're going to get a sniff out the draft in the 97 here in a sec.
Yeah, but the 97 is not going to be up to full speed yet. So
some might give them a little bit of a boost.
They got them down to 8.2, so they look like they pulled out just a little bit. So they got about 2 more laps here, and Cookett's going to bring it down pit road.
So I thought of a cool thing to do.
Yeah?
You know, I've been thinking about it ever since I saw the spam, how they had that lake speed and it's Diesel's paint that says meat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to get a Chick-fil-A one and call it Jesus Chicken.
Oh, God.
That'd be funny.
Checking that gap again. They're down to 7.8.
There they go.
They are rolling like a rocket ship right now.
They definitely have enough time.
They stalled out for a second because I think they got a little too spread out there. But they're going to add more cars. Cookett's going to probably be coming in, not this lap, but definitely the next one.
What's the fuel setting?
It's full fuel.
Okay.
So from here, he might have to pit one more time. So he's at... So Cookett's going to come this time, so that'll take first and second out of the mix here in just a second. This second pack's got him down to 7.6 in closing.
Still going down. Look at that.
Yeah, and they're
well, you know, Dennis is a great pusher.
Yep, they're going to leapfrog here very quickly, obviously. So I don't know how many of these lap cars are going to go. I would guess probably none, but you never know.
Look at the chat.
I see the Jesus Chicken comments.
He goes, God's chicken.
Oh, we had one off the back of that group come in.
Oh, he
Was
disappeared.
That a DQ?
For what?
No, he just blinked. It was just a blink.
Oh, I thought maybe he lost control or
yep,
something.
Nope, he just blinked. All right, so that's gonna put Aiden Holler at the front.
It seems like they're uneven on their pits.
They are. Some of those guys. So a lot of the field came down with the first caution. And so they, a lot of these guys can go, I think, about another 10 laps longer, which, again,
Man, that's going to be the difference, man.
if this thing's, it may be the difference. Dennis says good coming to 73. Corn says he's good. So this group, I would expect these leaders to come in about 70. Looks like this group is looking to come at lap 72.
If they come in at 72, they can go the rest of the way, but the other guys, I don't think they can. Because you can go, what, about 39 laps?
I'm not real sure. I don't know on the Arctic car here. I can't remember.
I don't either. It's hard. It's going to be tough.
Right. So who's our second group? It looks like Robin's in that second group. These guys have gapped quite a bit, and they're losing people left and right. Robin and RJ cutting through the pack here. So it's your 5th and 6th. Cookit just said that they are not gonna make it.
Dang.
So even though he
That's
pitted
the
now,
difference.
he's not gonna make it. So if these boys can keep it rolling, they don't get a caution, it's gonna come down to this group, I think.
We'll see. Are you able to look at the incident limit?
Yes. So
is anybody right on the cusp?
Looks like the 17 of Cody Rogers is at 10, which I think that actually just I've got him out now. So I don't know if that DQ'd him.
He might have had something happen.
Out of the lead group, everybody's at 4 except for Aiden, who's 0. Then Robin and RJ are at 8 apiece. So there's a lot of variation here. So we'll see. Yeah, it looks like Cody Rogers is out.
Wonder what happened to him.
Yeah, Cody got disqualified. I'm just looking at it right now.
Oh, we're about to hit a roadblock.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
What is this? What is this?
I don't think it was necessarily supposed to be a roadblock, but I think Aiden did the smart thing picking these guys up. Because now Aiden can save a little bit of fuel. But the 86 and the 21 are your former leaders.
Yeah. Do you think that was a strategic move on their part?
No, they were trying to flip draft. So that way they could try and conserve a little bit of fuel. But now we're all packed up. So this might change a few things.
Into the wall.
There's only 5 cars on the lead lap right now.
I love these green flag races, man. All the strategy that goes into fuel.
Right.
That's the one really cool thing that I like about super speedways.
So your former leaders have dropped to the back of this pack. Robin's working, I think. Yeah, Robin's working with some lap cars trying to stay on the lead lap.
I looked just a little while ago. She was 13 seconds back, so she's definitely dropping.
Yep, she's dropping hardcore.
Still 5th, though. That's crazy.
Ray, appreciate the follow.
It is a chess match, Days.
Aiden's calling. He's got to go buy 73. Diesel, I've had that happen too. Try it in a different browser. I'm just curious.
When you having issues with Chrome?
Well, Diesel said he's been having issues with the YouTube page crashing, so.
Maybe the internet just broke all around today.
Yeah, it could be something in the water.
You know, I didn't think to check that earlier.
Aiden continues to lead. I'm not sure if he's got to go here or the next lap. So, we're slowly getting to that point of you're gonna have to hit this correct, especially if this thing goes green the rest of the way out.
Are you looking forward to hearing him brag about winning this if he wins?
I'm never thrilled with Aiden bragging about it.
He loves to let
be
you
honest.
know.
Ian wants to know how your computer's going, and I have the answer to that. I'm gonna look at a couple more things with JD after this race is over and see if we can't fix it, but otherwise I'm gonna need
It's not looking good.
It's not promising, I'll say that.
That thing, I don't know what the hell happened last night, but whatever happened whenever it crashed, it's like, oh
shit, they're in the wall
speaking of crash,
I gotta
just saved a bunch of people, I think.
I gotta go change the angle on this. Oh my. Cook it in the wall.
Somebody just got DQ'd at the end, I think, for going on the grass.
I think that was Paul. Paul just got disconnected or got.
This is very, very interesting with the incident limits.
Cookit had to tow. Oh man, that leaves 4 people on the lead lap, and I think Gary.
Did he pass Robin?
Well, Robin had to pit, so she'll get a wave around here because at this point all the leaders are going to pit, right?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, you'd be dumb to not pit here.
Do you think they'll take tires?
I don't think anybody's been taking tires, but at this point the leaders might as well. I don't know. I
just don't know how this car behaves on this track.
Robin, I don't know if Corn realizes it. Robin just pitted. Yep, so Gary's going to be your lucky dog here. We're going to have to pay attention as to who... Yeah, a lot of these guys are going to stay out. This is going to put a lot of people back on the lead lap.
Yeah, there are wave rounds, right?
Right. So there's wave rounds, and Robin's going to come up to the back of the pace car.
Swipe right. I don't know. Dennis or Aiden, it's probably... I don't think we're done wrecking. What if we get a bunch of wrecks and then nobody finishes?
Well, we're going to have a finisher. Whoever the last one to survive is going to be your winner, but...
Yeah, but there could be DQs.
Yeah. Yep.
Has that ever happened? I don't think that's ever happened.
Last night we DQ'd a driver for they're the winner, but that was because that's how we had to end the race.
Yep. Well, I think this might be a good time. I noticed a little while ago Diesel asked a question about what is being run tomorrow.
We got Gen 6, or not Gen 6, Cara tomorrow at iRacing Super Speedway for fast car. So I might have JD in the booth with me instead of JD on the...
Yeah, I can't do my duties.
Yeah, in the race control. We'll have to do some things here, but...
I'll do that. I'll hang out and watch your stream if you want.
That works.
I hate being useless, but I can at least bring a little bit of comedic relief.
Okay, so Dennis is back out. I got to do some race control things here for a second. So anybody that's in front of Dennis when you get to the start-finish line,
I'm going to have to be your sidekick
if it doesn't
for a while.
give you the wave around, go ahead and just take it, and I will do that as we get you guys around, but wait until the start-finish line, please. Anybody that is in front of the 6 car, if it doesn't give you the wave around once we go past the start finish line here, go ahead and take it, and I will go ahead and deal with that, you know, as we get around to take the green flag.
I will say, car tomorrow, iRacing Super Speedway, 260, 270 miles an hour. Y'all better buckle up. AJ?
Just to clear it up, did it give it to you guys? Sorry, JD, I'm doing race control things.
Oh, sorry.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. It didn't?
Uh-oh.
That would be why.
What happened?
So when the wave around is turned on, it'll wave them around the pace car if they're in front of the leader after the leader pits. Okay. Sorry, I had to make sure that wave arounds and everything were handled.
No, you're good. I was what happened?
Just making sure that, because you know, like the 87s don't always give a wave around. Just making sure that these guys got their wave around and stuff.
What did you finally eat?
What did I eat for dinner? Red Robin. Yeah. Oh. Got me a whiskey river burger.
Red Robin.
It was
Yum.
good.
I've never had Red Robin.
It's good.
I mean, I've had a Red Robin mad at me before.
All right, guys, tighten it up. All right, Dennis Daly going to be your leader, Aiden Haller to the outside. We're back, green flag racing, 24 laps left in the books.
It's going to get nasty.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, they're smashing into it. 2 guys just got DQ'd.
Oh, man.
Who'd that? RJ's out. And I think the 44 of Dean Duvall is out.
That is 2.
Well, it wasn't a pop of shame. They just got the unfortunate business in there. I'm not real sure what happened. So it's going to probably drop RJ to... I don't know.
I'll try it, Ian.
We're gonna have to see. We're gonna see. So Dennis Daly gonna be your leader. Zach Corn running second. Aiden Hall.
I haven't really seen anybody driving overly aggressive.
No, I just caught it out of my eye on the corner of the screen.
But look at this, already a break in the packs.
Yeah, but I think it was because of that checkup is where that came from. So Robin's actually back in the second pack. Looks like Cookett's back there too. We'll get our eyes on him. Cookett leading the second pack.
They better line up.
We're gonna turn on our Delta. Yeah, they better line up, or otherwise those leaders are gone. Right now they're out 2-3. Robin trying to get to him. Gary, they're gonna finally line up. Hopefully they get some energy going.
I don't know. Dennis and Aiden are in that lead fat pack. That they're pretty.
And I'm
but
starting
there
to
they go.
The momentum is swinging back the other way. So we'll keep an eye on that. Dennis Daly continuing to lead.
Double D.
But they're fanning out again in that second group. That's just going to hurt them. They got to stay in a line right now. You can't be selfish with 22 to go. Almost 21 to go. Oh, when those 2 guys got DQ'd, somebody missed a shift, and that's what caused it.
Ah, jeez.
And that's the only unfortunate thing with such a tight incident limit, right? It's tough to.
They are gapping that second pack.
What's that?
They're gapping them.
Well, let's go back here. We'll see what that is. 2-8 and pulling away. They got to get in line hardcore.
Push, push, push. Push, push, push.
Now we're swinging back the other way. We're moving again.
It's like whenever you say it, they start doing it.
Ooh, Robin oh, she must have got hot. I'll bet she got hot. Smart choice to move to the outside and then drop back behind these guys.
Red Robin.
And they're back moving forward again. Oh, nope, they're falling off again. Go back to the lead. I gotta imagine, knowing the three up front, they're probably riding, waiting to battle it out with 5 to go. Just start putting miles on people and see what they can do.
I love that this is at night. Daytona is so much cooler at night.
Oh yeah, 100% cooler. So
Talladega at night is very scary.
no, it's not. Not if you're driving a C6, unless JD McKaylee stops his on the backstretch and turns the damn lights off.
Oh, you watched my video.
I was the one who hit you.
That was spooky.
I still have that replay.
That's from a long time ago.
Yeah,
we need to do that. Go to pitch black tracks with the road cars.
We should remake that. I just don't know how the hell I'm gonna record it or broadcast it. But
well, unrelated to this, not to talk about myself on your stream or this race, but when I make my comeback, get ready.
Uh-oh, JD's already putting together this idea that he wants to have a computer that makes me envious. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about me on the track.
Appreciate it, Poker. So 19, almost 18 laps to go.
18 laps to go. The engine's gonna blow.
That's not a good thing to have happen.
Well, there's no more strategy except for just staying alive now.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, kind of. Golly. Oh, Diesel, your machine makes me envious as well.
Who? Diesel? Does Diesel have a really good PC?
He's got a 9800 X3D with a 3090. So, pretty solid build.
Wouldn't have guessed a Mustelid to have such a powerful PC.
Oh, I'm sorry. He has a 4070 Ti Super. My bad. Okay.
How dare you?
Let's go back and see what the gap is. 4.5 and gapping. These guys are putting on a clinic up front. And I think there's a couple of lap cars in with this too. So that's definitely helping. The 21 of Carson Klingerhofer. And there's somebody else. The 82 of Jess Christie. Hold on here just a second, JD. I gotta take the sweatshirt off. I'm dying.
Sounds like you did pretty good construction if that's happening. Ooh.
All right.
Thank you, Diggs. Diggs just donated $5. Thanks for announcing this, AJ and JD.
Thank you, Diggs. Appreciate it.
Yay!
Anthony, $400 for a $1,000 computer ain't bad, man. Ain't bad at all.
Dude, Diggs is an MVP, man, because he stayed with that entire Daytona 24 race. Not this year, but last year. I remember that. I can't remember if he stayed in a lot this year or not. If he did, I'm sorry.
Man, we had a lot of people watching the 24.
Dude, it was the best because you were streaming your team, I was streaming mine. We had people back and forth reporting what was going on. I loved it.
I see no debris.
Did any of y'all remember what happened at the end of my race? What I failed to do? I failed to wake up.
I think that 8 car is going to get black.
They started putting
hashtag
"Has JD woken up yet?"
Ian, I have upgraded slowly throughout my entire iRacing career. Robin actually has quite a bit of my old build, which works actually really great for her, although I think I'm gonna have to do a couple of things. So we'll see what direction we want to go there. But
All right, Diggs, I apologize. I slept a lot more during that race.
well, that's the big thing. When it's 24-hour racing, you gotta sleep. If you don't sleep, you're
I
screwed.
still didn't sleep a lot. Like, I tried to stay up talking to everybody. I was worried they're gonna get bored.
No, that's when you just have somebody else on the team pull the chat up, and your computer just streams, and you go to bed. That's what I do.
And then
That's literally what I do.
I forgot to turn on the talking of Discord.
Yeah, I know.
I was so upset. I actually almost cried about it.
What's really funny is I think for the next one, I'm gonna get like a dry erase board, and I'm gonna have my camera on, and I'm gonna write something on the dry erase board and just leave it there, so you'll see that.
Yeah, I had a graphic pop up that I was sleeping.
Seriously?
Yeah, I did. I had a JD is sleeping. Graphic that I would have up.
Oh, that's funny.
Quick question.
Yep.
Can we please do Le Mans?
Yeah, I already said that. So
I really want to do Le Mans.
So we got Dennis Daly still leading, Corn sitting in second. These guys have turned it into a boring race because nobody wants to pass each other. We'll see how close Cookett's got. They're back pulling again. Up, they're kind of back and forth right now. Really back and forth.
You know what? I don't know why. Okay, it always comes back to food. That car in front there reminds me of the Papa John's butter garlic cups.
So where do you think these boys? Where do you think these boys start to race it out at?
It won't. You know, they won't start. You know, I'm going to say lap 4.
Lap 4, or with 4 to go? You mean?
4 to go. Yeah. 4 to go. Thank you.
Anthony, 24-hour races are a lot of fun. My suggestion is, before you go do the first one, go do a 6-hour. Get a partner, do a 6-hour. Specifically the Glen. It's a lot of fun.
They're fun.
It'll teach you good car control. It should be, you know, something simple to base off of. And then you can kind of test out, okay, do I want this person back as my partner for a 24? Okay, who else are we looking for? And you just kind of build. So what's going on, RJ?
12-hour Bathurst all by yourself.
I've been there, done that. That was terrible. Don't fucking do that.
You finished well though, didn't you?
So before the DQ, I finished like 12th. And obviously after DQ, I finished further back, but I was only like 20 laps down. Maybe less.
Dang, that's good, dude. But you still got a lot of safety, right?
Dude, I went from a C class to almost an A class because of how it worked out. So, 24-hour by yourself in iRacing is brutal with the feedback of the wheel and stuff, especially like what me and JD run with an R9. You feel like your arms want to fall off after about 4. So, that's why having a solid group of drivers that you can trust, that are going to show up for their stints, that's key amongst anything. And then just
take my. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, just driving a car that you know inside and out. You want to know how it slips, how it slides, all that stuff. That's key. So,
2 best advices I can give you is make sure that you trust the people you're with. And secondly, do not, I repeat, do not go in there in a 24-hour race without at least 6 people.
Yeah.
If it's your first time, because things are going to come up, things are going to happen. But even if you do it perfectly, you know, that's 4 hours each, 2-hour stints each, and that's not too much. That if you need to cover somebody, it's not too hard.
Right. I just saw Diggs comment. Mario and AJ never did the Iron Man. AJ only did Le Mans one time, and he did it with Gurney, so it was 2 guys. Maybe Mario did, but I don't think so. So, but
Mario.
we're coming to 8 to go. Dennis still leads. The question is, does he block the shit out of Corn?
Corn won't wreck Dennis.
No. Does Dennis block him?
Yeah,
Does
I know, but
Aiden
I'm
go
thinking
around?
about what's going to happen. So yes, he will block.
Does the 7 of Charles Abbott make a run around? The 2 cars at the back of this pack, they're both lap cars. So hopefully they'll let these guys race it out, the 4 of them. We'll see a good show here with a little bit to go. Dennis running that NASCAR Throwback League scheme. He put that one together just for this.
Do we want to talk about him?
Well, hold on. Let me get the correct camera here. I screwed some things up here because I was looking at things. There's Dennis in that NASCAR Throwback scheme. That's a league that is hosted by Josh Brock. I happen to admin. We're getting ready for season 5 coming at the end of August. And we're going to actually be, hopefully we'll be in this car. I don't want to give too many details right now. The season 5 is still in the works. But we will be bringing this back to YouTube, hopefully. So I can't say too much right now, but if anybody's interested towards season 5, let me know as we get closer to June, July. We're going to do some hosted races, things of that nature, get people involved, and hopefully get them into the league. So,
yeah, Josh is a really, really good guy. I really like him.
Coming to 6 to go.
They're already getting frisky.
Yep. I see the 21 lap car there of Carson Klinghoffer trying to get out and around the 7, but
are there green white checkers?
There is one green white checker. So
it'd be kind of duty if you ended up going to screen and then it's a caution face at the end, and you don't even end up getting it.
Yeah, that'd bum the shit right out of you. Word on the track, Robin Stevens around Gary Freeman. If Robin can hold it, Gary will lose to a Stevens Motorsports team mate again.
Oh my gosh.
I have to give
Gary.
I have to give Gary some shit. If I don't, it's just not even fair.
Poor Gary.
Dennis continues to lead. Man, if I'm Corn, my heart's pumping out of my chest and I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to make that move. That's going to be the big question.
You know what the real big question is?
What's that?
Whether pineapple belongs on pizza or not.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I'm sorry.
Have you ever tried it? Have you ever tried it?
Make me gag.
Sorry.
Well, Anthony, I could tell you from racing Corn many times. I have done this to him. He has done it to me. I would look for that 91 machine to try to make a run around that 6 coming off of 4 and side draft the piss out of it.
Run around, run around. I get around.
Damn, that sounds miserable.
What does?
He says 82 degrees yesterday, tomorrow, chance of snow. The fun of Iowa.
What? That's a hell of a cold front.
Dude, that's about like Michigan. Michigan's like that, especially when shit comes over the lake. Good God.
I cannot believe that I missed that.
Oh, God, my keyboard just about went for a ride. I need to get a tray for this. I bumped it with my leg. We've got a few more lap cars joining the fray here. I see the 97 closing back in. That might make a difference for the lap guys. Tonto, you don't eat a Hawaiian pizza. Anthony, we got one guy that lives in PA and he said it was like 80 some degrees there today. And I'm like, I hate you. Michigan is not kind.
I'm telling you, dude, I have figured something out with food, it just gets people talking.
Oh, it always does. You can talk about anything. All right. 2 more laps to go. I don't see anybody moving yet. Maybe down the back stretch out of 2.
Well, if you're in 5th here and there's 2 to go, you are not going to get to the front.
Well, there's only 4 guys in this group on the lead lap. It stops at the 7. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Everybody else is lap cars. So we'll see. We'll see where this goes.
Chicken tenders, because nuggets are for kids.
Oh,
Although I'll say this.
They're starting to figure things out.
Last lap.
It'll get interesting where it comes out here.
I already can tell you what's going to happen here.
Friendships are going to be broken coming out of 4.
Lap right in turn 3 and turn 4. Corn is going to fake going low
Aiden's
and go
making
high.
the move. Does he have help? 7 goes with him. Dennis covers.
Block.
Aiden to the bottom. Dennis back to the bottom. Dennis hangs on.
Oh, no, he's got the
Aiden's
momentum.
going to pull aside.
Here comes Corn.
Aiden to the bottom. Corn shoving the crap. The 21's going to get turned. Who's going to have it here? It's going to be Aiden Haller.
Oh, we're going to hear about it,
I will never
Golly.
hear the end of this.
Boo. I'm kidding. I love you, Aiden.
Oh,
Dennis.
man.
Dennis, the problem with Dennis is he had to block 2 lines, man.
Yeah, Dennis tried to block 2 lanes. It almost worked, but not quite.
What was that?
All right, let's get this up.
So he gets the Dundee Cup.
He gets the Dundee Trophy. We're gonna get
The Dundee Trophy.
we're gonna get. Well, there's a couple of things here, but we're gonna get the results up here on screen here. So Aiden Haller gonna come home your winner, and Charles Abbott gonna be 2nd. Dennis Daly gonna hang on for 3rd. Zach Corn gonna be 4th. James Bowers 5th. Cookett's gonna bring it home in 6th. Gary Freeman 7th. Oh my God, he beat Robin. Robin coming home in 8th tonight. Jess Christie 9th. Carson Klinghoffer 10th. Calvin Gould 11th. Tyler Moore 12th. RJ Ayers 13th. Dean Duvall 14th. Paul Wolf 15th. Phil Witham in 16th. Cody Rogers 17th. Ron St. Louis is going to be 18th. And if I can hit the frickin' button here.
Are you looking at these teams?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
DUI Motorsports.
It's funny. People like funny.
That's hilarious.
So we've got Dustin Shallow 19th, Big Duke after blowing up early, Alton 20th, Jeremy Gill 21st, Brandon Kelly 22nd, Sean Cameron 23rd, Shane King 24th, and rounding out the rest of the field, Alexander Morales in 25th.
Man, I would have won this thing if my computer was working.
The only person still running with a 0x was your winner. Oh, man.
Wow.
Corn Stubby stroke his ego some more. Oh, God. That's all I got here. I would grab your winner, but I don't see him in Discord. Oh, there he is. There's our winner.
There he is.
Aiden Haller with the big win tonight. I already know you're going to say so much shit to me right now, but walk me through the last lap. I figured you weren't going to do anything until after we took the white flag. Walk me through it.
I'm speechless. I timed it perfectly. I want to thanks to Ava Cap for spotting me, and I got Dennis blocked me. Then I cut low. Then I went by Kai, and yeah, the side draft worked out.
Yeah, it definitely looked like you pulled it pretty easy there on the high side, just to pull him back, and then you launched coming off of 4, so looks like it worked out.
Oh yeah.
Hold on a second here. So yeah, the one thing that you'll want to make sure that you do, and I can get you hooked up with him. I get you hooked up with Cook It, so that way they can get your trophy and stuff sent to you.
Yeah.
Because I know that was a big thing. I'm trying to see if he wants in on the interview really quick, so that way, as it was his whole deal, give him just a moment here. But yeah, it looks like you guys were working pretty well together all race. It looked like you, Corn, Dennis, you guys had that group moving forward.
Oh yeah.
And it worked out quite well. Even when the caution came out, you had those guys a lap down. Plus you had the fuel. So
Oh yeah. I was almost out of fuel when the caution came out.
Yeah, it definitely worked out, because me and JD were watching it going, are they gonna make it? Are they not? And then the caution comes out. It's like, oh well, okay, these guys are down. Some guys got to wave around. Obviously Cook It was involved in the crash, so that obviously hurt the leader that was there before you guys. So it just kind of worked in your favor how it all happened. But so, well, good win tonight, buddy. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. I'll drop you up there with Cook It so you can get with him on some stuff. But congrats on the win, man.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Aiden Haller, your winner tonight, everybody. I think that is going to be it for me and JD tonight. So congrats to everybody who raced. I know the plan at some point, Cook It said something about doing maybe some more cash races, things of that nature, if this thing went well. So be on the lookout with his TikTok for stuff. If you know, I will always push it out over on my channel as well. So don't forget to follow me. Congrats, like I said, again, to everybody that raced tonight, even if you got wrecked out, DQ'd out. I think these guys might be onto something as far as their ideas. So as far as my channel goes, me and JD will be back here tomorrow night starting at 7 o'clock for Fast Car. I'll have an announcement over on TikTok tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. And JD, you got anything?
Well, I just appreciate you letting me tag along. I know I'm going to probably be your sidekick for a couple weeks. For
a little bit. So, well, as always, you're always welcome with any of my broadcasts or my streams. You know that.
Yeah.
But I will see Calvin, no problem, man. I will see all the rest of you guys tomorrow for Slow Car and Fast Car. Until then, everybody have a good night. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow.